Okay. Good evening, students. Let's come to the last part of the chapter, which is probability. So, what is probability? Probability means chances. Okay. Now, let me you a sentence. What is the probability that sun will rise in the east? Probability that sun will rise in the east. What is the probability? So what are the chances that tomorrow sun will rise in the east? There is a 100% chances, right? Right? Sun will always rise in the east. So there are 100% chances. That means the probability is 1. That means there is full chances that sun will only rise in the east, right? And if I say any other sentence, what is the probability that sun will rise from the west? What is the probability that sun will rise from the west? There is no probability. So the chances are 0%, correct? So that means probability is 0, correct? So probability will always be between 0 and 1. It is always going to be between 0 and 1. If the probability is 0%, then the probability is 0. If the probability is 100%, that means the probability is 1. So probability always remains between 0 and 1. It will never be less than 0 or more than 1. Okay. So this is what is probability. Probability means chances. Okay. Now, let me explain you one few terms, few major terms, okay, which is important for you. Okay. Suppose if I roll a dice, you know what is a dice, right? When you play Ludo, a dice has 6 sides, right? The outcome will be either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, right? So when you roll a dice, the outcome is either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. It will never be 7 or 8, right? So whenever you are rolling a dice, the outcome will be, there are 6 possibility, right? It is either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means there are 6 possibilities, right? So the total number of possibilities is called as sample space. Okay, it is denoted like this. So here the sample space is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There can be 6 outcome when you roll a dice. If I say when you toss a coin, what can be the outcomes? The outcome can be either heads or tail, right? So when you toss a coin, it will either be head or tail, right? So here your sample space is 2, correct? Okay, so everybody understood. I hope everybody understood what is sample space. This is one concept. The other concept is event. Okay, what is the meaning of event? Event means the answer of the question. Okay, so when you roll a dice, what are the chances that it would be a even number? So this is an event. Okay, so I will name the event as, suppose, A. Okay, so what can be the outcome? I'm sorry. Okay, So what are the chances that it would be a even number? When you roll a dice, what are the chances that the outcome is a even number? So it can either be 2, 4 or 6. The favorable outcomes for an even number can be 2, 4 and 6. Correct? So this is an event. What is the probability that it would be an even number? So there are 3 favorable outcomes, right? So probability of this event is 3 by 6 because your sample space is 6. The total number of outcome is 6 and the number of events can be either 2, 4 and 6, right? So probability that your outcome is an even number, the favorable outcome is 3 and total number of outcome is 6. So your probability would be 1 by 2. Right? So there are 50% chances. That means there is 50% chances. So your answer would be 1 by 2. So this is a event. Okay. So there are many other concepts I would be teaching you whenever required, like at the later stage of the lecture. So let us write the first question. Okay, I am assuming that everybody has understood what is an event and what is a sample space. Sample space is total number of outcome and event is the final answer. Okay, the favorable outcome. The favorable cases is the event. Okay, I'll give you one more example. Okay, suppose there are 4 friends. Okay, A, B, C and D. So, and they take a part in a running race. So, there is a race between A, B, C and D. So, what are the chances that B will win the race? So, what is the sample space? Sample space would be either A will win or B will win or C will win or D will win. So, how many number of outcomes are there? Number of outcome is 4. Either A will win, B will win, C will win or D will win. And what are the number of events? What are the chances that only B will win? There's only one chance that B will win, right? So, your probability of the event is 1 by 4. So, that means there's 25% chances that B will win the match. The B will win the race. So, B winning the race is an event. Okay. Okay. Now, let's solve few sums. I think that will help you to understand in a better way. Take down the first problem. In a simultaneous toss of 2 coins, find the probability of getting 2 heads. This is the question. I repeat the question. In a simultaneous toss of 2 coins, find the probability of getting 2 heads. Okay. So, when you toss 2 coins, what can be the sample space? What can be the outcomes? Okay, when you toss 2 coins, you are tossing 2 coins. So, in one it can be head, in both it can be heads. Okay, it can be head in the first one, tail on the second one. Okay, the outcome can be tail in both the coin, or tail in the first one and head in the second one. So, there are 4 possibilities, right? So, your sample space is 4. right? Okay, so this is your sample space. What is an event? Event is the question which is asked. Okay, event is getting two heads. Getting two heads. So getting two heads, there is only one. Out of this, there is only one outcome, right? So that means your event is only one, right? So probability of getting two heads is 1 by 4. Okay, just a second. I will just write like this. N of A divided by N of S. So which is 1 by 4. So your answer is 1 by 4. Take down the second question. There's one more way of, okay, I'll tell you all later. There's one more formula to find out N of S. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, N of S is total number of outcome raised to number of times. Okay, so now N of S, so when you toss a coin once, okay, it can be either head or tail, right? So there are two outcomes raised to number of times. How many times you are tossing the coin? You are tossing the coin twice. So that means 2 raised to 2. So 2 into 2 is 4. 2 square is 4. So N of S is 4. So this is one way of finding N of S. We'll need this later. Now we don't need it. Okay. Now let us solve the second problem. Okay. Take down the second question. 3 coins are tossed. Find the probability of getting at least 2 heads. So let us see what is the sample space. There are 3 coins. Okay, you are tossing 3 coins. Let us see what all are the possible outcomes. When you are tossing 3 coins, it can either be, the outcome can be head, head, head. Correct? Head, head, tail. Head, tail, head. Head, tail, tail. Tail, tail, tail. Tail, tail, head. Tail, head, tail. Or tail, head, head. These are the possible outcomes, right? So that means your sample space is 8, right? There's other way to find out sample space, right? So when you toss a coin, there can be 2 outcomes, right? Either head or either tail, right? So number of outcomes when you toss a coin once, it is 2, right? And how many coins are there? There are 3 coins. So raised to 3. So 2 cube. 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. Right? So your sample space is 8. And what is the event? Event is given in the question. 3 coins are tossed. Find the probability of getting at least 2 heads. At least 2 heads. That means event is getting at least 2 heads. Okay, two heads means at least two head means the number of heads can be either 2 or 3, minimum 2 heads. Okay, so let us see, getting at least 2 heads. So these are, just a second, okay, these are the sample space. So out of this, at least 2 heads. Here there are 3 heads, here there are 2 heads, here there are 2 heads. Okay, so this is not the event, right? This is also, here also there are no 2 heads, here there is 2 heads. Okay, so there are 4 possibilities. That means n of a is equal to 4, right? So probability, that is P of A, would be n of A divided by n of S. So your final answer is 4 by 8, which is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is your answer. Okay, I hope everybody is understanding. If you are not able to understand, or if I am too fast, you can please WhatsApp me. Okay, my students can WhatsApp me. So next time when I am making a video, I'll be careful. Okay, let us see question number 3. So 3 coins are tossed. Find the probability of getting exactly 2 heads. This is your problem 3. Please take down. 3 coins are tossed. Find the probability of getting exactly 2 heads. Okay, so your sample space is that 3 coins are tossed, correct? So your sample space is going to be the same as above. The outcome will be head, 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 tail, head, tail, head, head, tail, 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 head, tail, head, tail, or tail, head, head. So these are the outcomes. N of S is going to be 8, same as previous question. Here the event is getting exactly 2 heads. So event is of getting exactly 2 heads. So let us see the event, okay, where there is exactly 2 head. Okay, so here there are 3 head. Just a second. Okay, here there is 3 head, here there is 2 head, right? Here also there is 2 head, and here there is 2 head. Anywhere else there are 2 heads? No, there is only 3 places where there are 2 heads, right? So your N of A will be 3. So probability of getting exactly 2 heads when 3 coins are tossed is 3 by 8. Right? So probability of getting exactly 2 heads when 3 coins are tossed is equal to n of A upon n of S. I'll say this P of A. So P of A would be 3 by 8. So this is your final answer. Okay. Take down question number 4. A coin is tossed 3 times. Find the chances that head and tail show alternatively. Okay. A coin is tossed 3 times. Find the chance that head and tail show alternatively. Okay. So sample space is same. Okay. You can copy it from the above question. Your n of S is going to be same, which is 8. Right? Okay. Your event that tail and head show alternatively. So it has to be either tail head tail or head tail head. Right? That is the only outcome. So your event is, I will name it as A, event A. Can be, there is only 2 chances when I am saying when 3 coins are tossed and it has to be alternate. So it can be either tail head tail or head tail head. Right? So your n of A is 2. Probability of getting head and tail alternatively. Of getting head and tail alternatively P of A is equal to n of A divided by n of S. 2 by 8. 2 by 8 is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 is your final answer. Take down the 5th question. A dice is thrown once. What is the probability of getting A, an even number, B, a prime number, C, number greater than 3? Okay. Sample space. A dice is thrown once. So what would be the sample space? So total number of possible outcomes are 6, right? So it has to, when a dice is thrown, the answer can be 1, the outcome can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So your sample space is your sample space is 6. There are 6 possible outcomes. Correct? Let us see the first question. The probability of getting an even number. Right? So even number are 2, 4 and 6. Right? Let us call this as event A. Okay. So first part, let us call it as event A. Event A. What is event A? Of getting getting a even number. So even numbers are 2, 4 and 6. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there are 3 even numbers here. So the outcomes, possible outcomes can be 2, 4 and 6. Right? So, oops. Okay. So your n of A would be 3 because there are 3 outcomes, 3 favorable outcomes. Right? The probability of getting an even number of getting an even number would be n of A divided by n of S, which is 3 by 6, which is equal to 1 by 2. This is the first part. Let's see the second part. What is the probability of getting a prime number? Okay, so let us name it as event B. Event B is of getting a prime number. So prime numbers are 1, 2, 4 is not a prime number. Oops. 4 is not a prime number. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 is not a prime number, 5 is a prime number, 6 is not a prime number. So event of the probability of getting a prime number, so there can be 4 possible outcomes. So 1, 2, 3 and 5 are only divisible by itself or 1, right? So these are the prime numbers, right? That means n of B is 4. There are 4 possible outcomes, right? So probability of getting prime numbers, probability of getting prime numbers would be n of B upon n of S. N of B is 4, n of S is sample space, which is 6. So 4 by 6, just 2 by 3. So this is the final answer. Let's see the third part. What is the third event? Event of getting a number which is greater than 3, right? So your event C, greater than 3 means 4, 5 or 6, right? So favorable outcomes are 3. So your n of C is 3. Probability of getting numbers greater than 3. So P of C can be n of C upon n of S, which is 3 by 6, 1 by 2. Right? Okay. That's it for today. I just did few problems. Let's see. We'll continue the next class tomorrow, maybe.